All my life, I've always been lucky to live by a park or a beach. I've been blessed in that sense. So I always choose to go to the park to get some relief from the city tensions, and sometimes just to commune with nature. So I wanted to talk about a project I'm working on, like no other. I completed the lyrics and melody years ago, and more recently this year, a very interesting year, I started finalizing the production. Because years ago I did start a rough kind of, I call it underground, grimy, almost tech grimy, deep version of the mix. Because I like that juxtaposition of soulful, meaningful lyrics with like a, deep, dirty, grimy beat. So I did that and put it aside and went on with the other projects I have. There's so much to get done. It's sometimes overwhelming. And this year, I started looking through some older, unfinished projects I knew that had some deep meaning and was very timely from my life and for the world, and started working on them. And I got out Do You. I'm proud of doing that one. Spread Your Wings, not so deep, but that's simplistically deep. And started working on Like No Other. And when I listened to the original production I did, I liked it, but some of the sounds didn't come up because they were done on an older system. And I thought, wow, at least I had a rough mix to hear where I was going with. I didn't want to revisit it. I just said, you know what, let it go. Maybe that can be a remix idea later on. Let's just start from what's the vibe now. And I started doing the production based on vibes I'm feeling now, and I like where it's going. I think I posted the mix in progress about a month or two ago, and I like where it was going. I like what I did, but I'm now at a stage, which is why I want to talk, a stage where I feel stuck. Insecurity, part of artistry. You feel like, is it good enough? Is it right? I know it's right, but I know there's a few things missing. What is that? You don't know. I like my little solo section, but I know it's not exactly what I want. So I'm scared to go in there and mess with it and mess it up. So I gotta be gentle and marinate with it and fix a few things to make it perfect. But there's no such thing as perfect. But if you love something that much, yeah, you think it has to be right. So okay, those are the problems of being an artist, and we're held down by that at times. There's also arrangement ideas that I'm scared to go in there and cut it up. So I think I'll train my mind to relax, just get the mix done, fix the other parts that you feel are not right, and then once the mix is done and you press it or print it, then you can cut up or whatever. Again, because you're afraid to mess with something that might just be right. Vocally, it's the best I can do, and that's all you can do is go for the best you can do. And I'm going to make sure I tighten up a few stuff. I've done that. It's close. And just make sure all the parts are how I believe they should be. Once that's done, then it's easier to go in and mix and not worry if the mix is right. You'll get a good mix. And that's the thing, the advice I want to give to people. The ducks are going crazy. Hope you can hear me. Is have a disciplined way of doing your mixes and stick to that. Don't make it be a straitjacket, so it has to be this way, but just have a disciplined approach to doing your mixes. And when you go through your artistic problems of doubting yourself, you can fall back on those step-by-step ways you do your mix to at least get something done. And always end your day by backing up, of course, and always end your day by even doing a rough mix. It doesn't take up that much space on your computer or wherever you're working on just to have it, because if everything crashes, sometimes you can get back at least that rough mix you did, and you'd be surprised how that rough mix is actually damn good, because you weren't overthinking too much. You're going for the essential message of the song. You listen back and you're like, whoa, that rough mix is good. I can put this out. I've done that before. But yeah, so that's my advice. And the track is called Like No Other. I'll repost that rough in progress mix I was doing for you to hear it. And I just want to impart a story, the behind the scenes, because all these songs always have some kind of story, you know? It's just funny. I was at the Winter Conference, can't remember what year, and a DJ producer was shopping some of his ideas around to vocalists. He gave me a CD for me to go home and consider writing something to it. And I liked the track, and I wrote something. And his presentation was a rough demo, and so I did a rough demo. Back then, you know, I believe that since we're all in the industry, we can understand what a rough demo is. And I presented, the demo has a little bit of intro, plus verse and chorus, and the crust of the idea. Not supreme vocal presentation, but pretty good. To see if you like it, then I'll go back in and finish. The response from the dude was funny, because I still remember it, and it makes me smile, because he said, he wrote back in the email, something, yeah, I wish my mind was better now. I thought I did have a good memory, but he said something to the effect of, I don't know where to start, but it's wrong in so many ways. I don't know where to start. I'm like, whoa, okay. It's just not what I'm looking for. Yada yada, and then but thanks. We'll be in touch or something like that. Like, wow, wrong in so many ways. I don't know where to start. Okay, like okay, thanks. It was just a demo, but yeah, no problem. All right. So I put it aside, and like I said, then later on I went back in and thought, you know what, I like the song, I like the message, because what I wrote it for was, I think it was either a year or maybe two, probably within a year, of my daughter, my first child being born. And before you have a child, you often think you know what love is. You have the romantic love for your parents, love for your brothers, love for society, but you don't know love for a child. Once you have a child, a normal person, it changes you. And the revelation from that made me realize what love really, well, not what love really is, but another type of love, that powerful love, that primordial kind of powerful love. And that's what triggered writing the song, because being an adult, you get to a stage where, it's like, love, whatever, or when you hear people talking about love will save the day, and you're like, yeah, sure. But once you have a child, you sometimes will get to that and realize, yeah, when all else fails, sometimes that's all you're left with. That powerful love that can possibly save the day. But I wasn't being that corny in my song, I don't think. I hope. So I wrote that. But yeah, dude rejected it. Went on, did my own thing. But like I said, I have so much stuff to do. I did those other projects. They came out. And this year, I revisited it. And I like what I'm doing. But now I'm stuck. And the message for people who are stuck is you try to work through it. And there are times when it's okay, just, put it aside and marinate. Let it marinate in your mind. And your mind will come up with a solution for what to do and how to handle it. Don't let it stay too long, because then, either it gets old or you get tired with it and you never finish it. Don't do that. Try to finish it. Even if you never release it, but just finish it. That's the first major step, to finish it. Put it down there and listen. You can revisit it, and if it takes too long to get back to it, someone in your family can find it and put it out when you're dead, right? But no, try to finish your stuff. Or if you're not going to finish it, then you know what? Just delete it, wipe it, and move on. Let it get back into the universe, and someone else will find it. Because believe it or not, as corny as that, or crazy as that is, a lot of times you do get an inspiration to do something, you don't finish it fast enough, or you don't complete it, and someone else comes out and you go, whoa, I was just doing that. Did they spy on me? No, they didn't spy on you. It's out there. It's we're part of this bigger thing, and it'll find its outlet somewhere else. That's what I believe, So the song, Like No Other, love is like no other, force of nature, either physical or spiritual. You can't deny its powers to transform the world. Its grace is so simple. Love is like no, love is like no, come on, love is like no other force. Hey, Ay, ay, like a mother for a child, soldier for a country, lovers for a while, faith when you're hungry. Words so simple, meaning so powerful, moving in mountain, turn tides of oceans. Love, oh, hey, hey, hey. Underestimated, made overcomplicated. When you're young, you're jaded. Older, now I know that love is like no other. Force of nature, either physical or spiritual. You can't deny its powers to transform the world. Its grace is so simple. Love is like no, love is like no, love is like no other force. Like no other. Keith Thompson, all rights reserved. Copywritten 2017 and before. But yo, I love that song. Don't give a fuck who else loves it, but you gotta love it for first when you're a creator. Finish it in the best way of your capabilities and send it out to the world, you know? And I really hope in 2018 I can get it done and get it out. So, me in the park, enjoying the sunshine. Yeah, getting my vitamin D and my fresh air. I hope you appreciate that memory. You know who, as a PS, whose voice I was going for, because I'm a chameleon. You know, I grew up. I'm really a songwriter, and I can't get Luther Vandross to sing my song. I can't get Dennis Edwards or whomever to sing my song. So I do those voices when I'm doing my demos. And this song, I was thinking of hearing my boy Arnold Jarvis sing it, you know? So in a sense, I'm not copying him, but I'm summoning his vibe, you know, in my rendition. So it's just all due respect to those vocalists and people like him. And so I've told him before I'm a big fan of his. So anyway, thanks for listening, and hope as a songwriter, producer, there's a lesson in there for you. All right? Take care.